Good boys. What's that? Let's go Sieb. Let's go Manny. Let's go Prita. The big boy. The big boy is crazy, bro. The Speedy. Reading the video watched this morning. Appreciate you, bro. Yep. Pretty simple. Same way we get biased every day. Been using it for many, many times. TGIF conditions, I would argue they're not met this week. It's not really a one-sided expansion week. I mean, I guess it is, but Thursday kind of makes it difficult. TGIF would only form if we start trading near here because we're already trading at a level that's quite retraced, so it's not a TGIF condition. I wouldn't look for TGIF. Actually, we're already at 20-30%. So what TGIF are we looking for? Yesterday was bad. Yeah, honestly I didn't even look. I will review it when I do my weekly reviews, but I didn't even look yesterday. Just save myself the effort. I did check Discord, brother. I replied to you. Where were you yesterday? I was enjoying day off, brother. Yesterday was the day before NFP, the no trade day. Yeah, we're locked in, big boy. We're locked in. As soon as 9:30 comes, we're staying locked in. Go, let's go. I checked Discord, brother. I replied to you. Let's go, Tristan. You changed those spark plugs? Yo, I took it to some guy, and low key, I don't think I need to change them right now, bro. So I'm gonna hit you guys up and I'm gonna hit you guys up again. Explain alpha payouts. It's so simple, bro. It's so simple. Reach 40% consistency and request as much money as you want. What's good, Ryan? I'm good, bro. That game yesterday was crazy, bro. Freaking Hallie, bro. He's just a playoff monster. If they win this, bro, that would be insane. Save you some money, yeah. I'll explain bias, don't worry. I got you guys, don't worry. Let me just finish writing up my daily outlook, and I will basically tell you guys exactly what we're gonna look for. Bro, I've seen that, Ryan. I've seen that. See him every day celebrating. What's your win rate for every day or trade? My day win percentage is like 60. Yeah, no, it's crazy price action, but give Mubarak to you too, brother. Thank you. Win rate last month? Last month wasn't the best. I don't know what my win rate was. I'd have to check my stats. But I wasn't in green last month. But we did take it we did make a 20% trade on our live account. No day off? Oh no, I always trade NFP. Yeah. Garrett, what's your Discord, brother? Was it filled? Yeah, it's filled on. I mean, ES might take previous day's high, which is right here. The only difference. Oh, because it's Eid. No day off, unfortunately. But happy Eid, brother. Very simple day today, guys. I'll break it down. Just give me a sec. I gotta write out my daily outlook. I don't think I think you added the wrong person, Garrett. I think you added the scammer Gatie, bro. There's hella people trying to impersonate me. I tried to add you, Garrett, but it didn't work. Is there a capital G in there or something? G's consider pre-market part of London session highs and lows when napping? No. Just London session. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Pre-market, that's after 6 a.m. Hey, bro, can I ask you, is gold only for spot trading? No, you can trade gold futures. CTV. All right, let's talk about buys. 9:15. We're a little bit early, but there's a lot of people in here. Let's talk about buys. How? GC. Just go to GC. You can trade gold futures. So you can trade this with like any futures prop firm. Yes, is that relevant? To me, it doesn't matter because I don't want to mark out every single first presentation. But if you wanted to, you could. I just mark out the current day to keep it very simple. Okay. There's two main things to consider here. Actually, there's a couple. The daily chart, I'm neutral. The daily chart right now, I'm neutral. I'm bullish higher time frame still. My objective is still these relative equal highs. We're still bullish on the higher time frame. However, we've taken out previous week's high and we're starting to go sideways. So on the daily chart, if you've seen my most recent video, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm neutral on the daily. So I'm gonna have to rely on intraday price action to guide me. Okay? 15-minute time frame, very simple. We expanded in Asia. No manipulation below midnight open. We don't really expand in London. We went sideways, but we left these relative equal lows. Am I bearish? No, I would be stupid to be bearish because this has been bullish one-sided. However, I will wait and align shorts. I don't want to take longs at high of day. Now, this could reach previous day's high if it stays bullish, but we've already expanded the entire day. So let's discuss. We have bullish order flow, but the daily power of 3 does not align. So the only way I can align is if we start seeing bearish order flow, which would align for me the daily power of 3 reversal. I want to see price go lower. If it's going to stay one-sided, unless I get really convinced of previous day's high as a draw, we're probably just going to have to sit and wait for shorts to form. We have an hourly bearish fair value gap right here, which if we start to show signs of respecting, we can get a high probability short. Usually, I got you, Garrett. Yeah, I think I added you. Usually when you see price action like this, there's two scenarios. Well, obviously there's always two scenarios, up or down, but usually it's this, right? If we're bullish one-sided all the way until morning, so like London and Asia just keeps going high. There's no liquidity sweep lower. Either we're going to see a really fast aggressive reversal, or we're just going to stay bullish the entire day. That's usually what happens. So I'm going to look for those signs of a really strong bearish reversal, ideally from this premium city. I don't want to see previous day high get taken. I'd rather see maybe ES take previous day's high and we get an SMT. That would be nice. And we'll see if we can respect this fair value gap and go short. That's pretty much the idea. And if we don't, well, it's going to be tough anyways. We can look for a classic model, try to target this bullish fair value gap. We can look for a classic model there. And that's about it. It's a bearish fair value gap. So it's really that simple. It's really that simple. See, days like this are difficult to trade, but what you have to wait, it's just you have to be patient. You just have to be simple. It's either going to show me that it's clearly bearish, and if it doesn't, well, then I have to ask myself, am I convinced of previous day's high? If so, I'll go long. But I mean, we're going to get an SMT there. So I personally, I prefer the shorts. I'm not bearish right now. There's no reason to be bearish right now. It hasn't shown any signatures of being bearish. So I can't be bearish. But if it shows me, I'm comfortable taking shorts because it's in deep premium. It's like, just look at the premium level here, right? With no manipulation below, no discount offering the entire time. So by the time it's late to enter the problem I see, well, you got to find another way to enter, brother. That's all. Your FG's marked on news candle is still valid. 100%. It's an imbalance. I would even extend this. I'll be trading. Why not bearish? I am going to be looking for shorts primarily on market open. I won't be immediately looking for longs, especially not, I'm not going to long high of day. That's not going to happen. You will never watch me long high of day unless I'm like really confident. I saw the game winner, bro. That shit was crazy. Shea missed, and then Hallie scored, bro. Freaking crazy. Is NFP day usually good? It's risky, but yeah, I like NFP. All right, let me put in my daily outlook. So far we already had a good week, by the way. We took 2 nice trades. We're up. I don't know how much are, but we're up. So, not that that matters, but kind of matters. How do you find the H1 premium? I'm just looking at the range from here to there. Very simple. So I'll redo the bias again once we get closer to 9:30. So for those of you who are joining a little bit late, I'll discuss why and what. People said it would be boring. I thought it was gonna be boring too, bro. To be honest. You just watched the game winner for the Pacers? Crazy, bro. Bro, Halliburton again, bro. Even bar to you too, brother. Do you use head and folders? No, I've never used that in my life. Yeah, what I kill more time, yeah. Yeah, he could have, yeah. How many 100 accounts did you trade at a time? It's 20. There's no such thing as too much. It's whatever you're ready for, bro, or whatever you want to do. Yeah, bro. That series is gonna be good now, bro. Halliburton just has the gene. I'm gonna be honest, he just has the gene, bro. What the hell, bro? Good toxic. How are you, bro? But I'm not gonna lie, I also first thought he was overrated. I was completely wrong. I think he's underrated, bro. I think you gotta get that guy up there, bro. Playing like Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs, bro. All right, so I got my outlook in my journal. Very simple. Deep premium all day. Currently at high of day. We might get SMT at previous day's high. I want to see a reversal, maybe out previous day high SMT or H1 SIBI, on the premise that no sell has been taken and longs. If this does not form, could perhaps look for a protraction long to previous day high, only if it is very clear. So yeah, we are kind of neutral, but I mean you have to consider both sides. With the SIBI, SIBI is a sell side imbalance. That's what a bearish fair value gap is. Well, not what it is, but it's the classification is a sell side imbalance, right? Bearish fair value gap is just the specific one that you expect it to get traded to, you know? It's like a breakaway gap is not a fair value gap. It's a breakaway gap, right? It's not going to be offered fair value, but it's still an imbalance, right? It's still a sell side imbalance. So sell side, it's just like a little criteria thing. I mean, little what's it called, like terminology thing. My man doesn't see an I don't even trade before 9:30, bro. I think longs and shorts will get stopped out before after 9:30. So I'm not that I would trade pre-market anyways, but good luck, Ryan. Good luck projecting off the hourly. I mean, gotta wait till 9:30. Not really interested in what happens now. Gotta be more, see what happens more on the open. We do have accumulation here, so I mean, if you come up above the high, maybe you could argue a move to these lows. Um, right, we'll get that in like that, and we'll just make this all gray. Keep it simple. Yeah. So we'll just do exactly what we did the other days. Follow all the rules and stuff, do the exact same thing, and see what happens. Right? The outcome's not guaranteed, but the edge is. So as long as we just stick to our edge, whatever happens, do exactly what we did last time. Do exactly what we've done to be successful thus far. Simple. For those of you who don't know, you guys already know what I'm about to say. For those of you who do, but for those of you who don't, We are doing a very big giveaway in the Discord. Very big giveaway in the Discord. We're giving away everything you see in this picture. Giveaway sponsored by Alpha Futures. If you want to join the giveaway, all you have to do is use my code on any Alpha Futures account. Any account, if you use a code or if you do a reset, you can let me know. And that's the same. You can also use that as well. So if you want to join the giveaway and you use my code, let me know on Discord. I will add you. On top of that, there's no activation fees on advanced accounts. So if you want to get an advanced account, it's actually cheaper if you can pass because there's no activation fee. So you pass the eval and you're funded right away, or qualified they call it. And then I'll enter you in this giveaway. So if you guys want to enter, shoot me a message on Discord. If you use my code, I will add you. It's included with other people's. It's just my Discord. There's no other. It's just me, bro. I'm the only one. No one else is doing this because you guys are the best. The code is Gatie. Everything's in here. It's in the free Discord. You can see you get unlimited entries. One purchase is one entry. Winners announced Monday, June 16th. It's a full setup, PC, chair, and the PC is really good. It's like I don't know what it is. I forget, but it's better than my PC. The chair is obviously good. The monitor is good. It's like one of those nice ones where you can see everything. Very good. Monday, June 16th, we'll announce the winners. All you have to do is DM me proof of purchase. As many entries as you want. Any accounts, any resets, they're all valid. So just shoot me a message if you want. If you use my code, I will enter you in the giveaway. Currently, there's around 22 entries. 22 entries around right now. So 10 more days. Or I guess 11 more days. 9 more days to enter. And let's lock in, boys. One account only for activate. You can get up to 3 accounts. You can get up to 3. Yeah, it's just my Discord. There's no one else. So it's not going to be flooded with like an insane amount of people. It's going to be just the Discord. Right now, there's only 22. The number will probably go up. I don't know if people plan on joining or not. Maybe they think they're not going to win. I don't know. But I mean, you might as well get the advanced account with no activation fee. It's ideal anyway. So let's lock in here, boys. So I'm signed in on one of the accounts here. So we'll execute the micro, and here we're on the mini. Let me just double check. There's no 10 a.m. news. Nah, just 8:30. Okay. So normally I'll mark out this opening range gap. It's quite massive. Probably not going to mark it out and just focus on these levels here. So market open. See what happens. We're inside that 1 hour bearish. I don't know if it's going to be respected or not, but I'll look for signatures. ES is quite close to previous day's high, only 14 points away. So ES could actually, see a move to previous day's high. So I'll prepare for that. Usually I like trading my classic model right on NFP because I think we'll see a really aggressive move towards this imbalance. Not the cleanest classic model though. Usually I want to see it like consolidate like this, manipulate and go. So I won't take this classic model. I do want to be a little bit more conservative. Make sure I really take a high probability trade if I do. I mean, you should always trade that way. We're literally at high of day. So I mean, one thing for sure is I'm not clicking the buy button right now. So don't even have to consider that. It's without question. I'm not going to buy this high of day. My model's not going to form up here with high probability. I know that for a fact. So we take out the highs here. Now, if we can actually break lower, I really want to target like these lows and this. I think that's a high probability draw. The trade could be A+ alone just because of how strong of a draw this could potentially be. So we'll see if we can get, some sort of displacement lower. Maybe a 2-minute CISD looks quite nice. The 1 minute's kind of broken, not as clean. We should quickly glance the YM chart. Stock market's green. Oh yeah, Google's leading the run too. That's really nice. It's really good stuff. Well, actually, I guess it's not. I mean, it's up 2%. That's what I like to see. Damn. Why is it so discounted? Oh, it's only $16, I guess. It looks like a lot more. Anyway, it's not that matters. So the YM, I don't use the YM too often, but it's good to look every now and then just to see. Also bullish high of day. So they're all in sync, which is the most important part there. They are all in sync. 2-minute CISD would be really nice, like I said. What would be the risk on a trade like this? 40 points? Not bad. Let me open up my calculator because the fastest way, I'm going to tell you guys the fastest way to calculate risk. Take the points, multiply by 2, multiply by 10. So 40 points times 2, 80 times 10 is 800. So $800 for, like, you can do that in like 2 seconds. $800 for 10 micros. You can do anything. With that information, you can do anything, right? You divide it by half, 400, that's 5. Like, you can work with that, you know? You can just do it like that. It's honestly even faster than a calculator. So we didn't get the CFTC. I'm not really interested in taking a classic model short. Main reason being, YM is making higher highs. You see that YM making higher highs. ES also making higher highs, kind of, but not as high as the YM. And then NQ is like going lower. So we are gonna get a 2-minute CISD here though. It does look quite nice if I'm being honest. It does look quite nice. I see the potential risk to reward on this trade. Also, why is this incorrectly marked? Oh, I'm tripping. So 2-minute time frame. I mean, you could technically take this trade. It wouldn't be a rule break. But I think for me, it's just going to be a tape read on that breaker. It's not the best risk to reward anyways. I mean, if you could put the stop here at the body, I guess you can get 2.5R, but your stop should cover the breaker. Like, you can get 1.8R, I guess. But there's SMT, like, look at ES. Like, I'm not confident in it yet, to be honest. But you could. It's not a rule break. Because we did manipulate above the accumulation highs. So, we'll just see. I'd rather be patient. I don't think I would give it A+. It would be A+ if ES was also going lower. That's the only reason, by the way, that I'm not taking this trade. The fact that ES is going higher, YM is going higher, this could just be Nasdaq volatility, you know? Like, it's not really going lower, it's just being volatile, putting in large range candles. So that's the only reason I'm not considering taking this trade. We also haven't put in a fair value gap yet. Usually, ideally, I want to wait for first presentation, unless it's really, really clean. ES is starting to potentially print lower, but now the risk reward is not as good. YM has the first presentation. I mean, this could play, but it's not my trade. I'd rather be patient. But there's a CISD on the 2-minute accumulation manipulated 1-hour bearish fair value gap. If there was a bearish fair value gap in here, I could take a protraction, but there isn't. The only reason this trade is good is because the draw on liquidity here. It's like usually we trade back into this. So far, it's not looking good anyways. It's going sideways. It should have been fast, So that's another reason I know I didn't miss anything. If you see this setup, it should be fast. It should be really fast. So I feel like already I probably feel like I wish I didn't take this trade. So I mean I didn't take the trade, but if I took it, I'd probably be feeling like shit right now. We are putting in an SMT here. ES is really close to previous day's high. So it could take it out. It's really only 9 points. So what could happen here? NQ takes this high. ES takes previous day high. Excuse me. And that SMT takes us lower. Possible. It would fit with my narrative pretty well. Yeah, I think previous stage high is gonna get taken now. NQ might also, by the way, it's possible, to be honest, because sometimes when you see a really large opening range gap like this, sometimes it doesn't even go to 25%. It just stays bullish, you know. Like I said in the pre-market announcement, I mean, it doesn't mean I'm gonna long it. I'm not gonna long high day. It's too bad for me in my opinion. I have to expect expansion. There's no point expecting expansion after the entire day's expansion. I'd be breaking rules if I longed right now, you know. So I'm not gonna take longs, even though criteria is technically met. Right here. So criteria is there. Yeah, you can long. I could have longed right here, for example, but I'm not gonna take that trade. I'd be breaking rules. Like criteria is met in terms of the setup, but in terms of the condition of the market in which I like to trade, it's not there. So ES about to take previous day's high 3 points away. This would be a classic model double purge, highs, lows, CISD back. We finally have a first presentation fair value gap, and correct annotation will be like this. It's quite small. I like this one, to be honest. The other one is, this one is like really obvious to me. I like it. We have to remove that text from the, this is a small fair value gap right here. I mean, I guess we can mark it out. That's not too pleasant on the eyes. Yeah, orange is a little bit better. I mean, it's hard to say which one's first presentation. We'll probably just rock with this. It is the first one in RTH on the 1 minute. Previous day's high almost on ES. There it is. So that part of the pre-market plan is executing right now. ES takes previous day's high right there. So we do have a very large SMT. The SMT looks like this right now. And go ahead and zoom. YM is, yep, also. So two scenarios here. We either get, like I said, a strong reversal, or we get NQ just starts becoming really bullish. And I'm not really interested in that, personally. It's just too far up. Only going to be looking for shorts. So full weight, no biggie. Oh man, make sure you know the thing. We do have a 30-minute bearish right here. I would prefer it not get traded to, because we're in deep in that hourly CISD. We're in deep. This hourly order block, like if we're bearish, we just really start rejecting like right now. We really shouldn't go any higher. Let's pick our stock positions. Say who murdered three. Strange things could happen. Oh wow, we're up 1% today. It's pretty good. We're up 1%. Not bad. Not bad at all. Even Tesla's kind of like rebounding. $15. Palantir is surging. I was really close to buying a bottom here. Already up $6 a share. How close was this video to all-time highs? Oh, it's not that close. All right. So yeah, we just gotta see if NQ wants to go to previous day's high. Like I said, it kind of has to start breaking down here. I don't want to see signatures of a reversal. Ooh. I don't even think I could trust the reversal model at this point. This has to be market manipulation, bro. How does the market just do what it does yesterday because of all those tweets from Trump and then today just pumps all the way from literally as soon as it opened. We didn't even put a bottom wick on the day. It's so bullish that we opened and we only went up in every single session on the Nasdaq. That's crazy. Like that has to be manipulation. This looks like a nice buy model, which I can see, but there's the one entry here at 9 a.m. Still like their short idea, but I mean, if it's just gonna pump all day, not much we can do. We can look at gold futures. Yeah, never mind. Crude oil futures. Yeah, never mind. Unless there's like a 4 hour here or something. Yeah, everything's just bullish. Platinum futures, platinum futures. Soybean. Okay, now this actually looks tradable. We know where it's going. Asia highs. Just kidding. I'm not going to be trading soybean futures. So just being patient, waiting to see. It's super far in premium. I'm not going to buy this. Going long would just be FOMO at this point. Yeah, we'll see. Looks like we will enter this BPR, which will be annotated correctly as this. Now, I would actually want to see it fail to get here. It can trade into here, but I would much rather it. What the heck is this? I'd rather see it fail to get to that that purple box that I just drew. I don't normally mark out levels like these, but there's nothing else here between this and the high. So we shall just see. We shall just see. Hey, who murdered me? I guess we just stay patient and see what happens. It's got to start breaking down lower if I'm going to do anything. Okay. Our first candle that opened and started trading lower. Not that that means anything, but yeah, I mean, as long as we don't inverse this. I mean, we could inverse and still move lower, but at some point you have to, you know, just tell yourself like, okay, am I even like remotely close to being correct? I'm not gonna take the first CISD that form. This isn't even a valid CISD. Yeah, we took out this high. Yes, I guess it'd be pretty clean. Is that an up close candle? We'll see. I mean, to me, it's not a valid CISD because it's from nowhere. We're just, you know, it's not like it took out a liquidity level and broke down. So valid CISD for me would be like all the way down here. CISD from the hourly. So right now, we just gotta wait, stay patient. Staying patient. The macro's gonna form. Macro's in 30 seconds. Starting to slow down above previous day's high. On yes, I want to see that break back below. I want to see it break back below, which is basically a turtle soup. This would be a valid CISD if we reach that red line. If we don't reach that red line, it's not a CISD. Yeah, I mean, we got to start breaking lower, otherwise there's be too hard to trust. There is an SMT right here. Really hard to trust any longs right now. I mean, any shorts right now. I probably won't take a reversal. I'll have to wait for a protraction. I mean, this isn't even a valid CISD. Because from what level, I mean, actually, it is valid on ES because the previous day's high was taken. So CISD above previous day's high going back below. But I think I'd probably opt to wait for a protraction model in case I'm wrong. I think it's better to just not take the reversal. Could have been so bullish. But I mean, you could take this. It's quite aggressive. But it's inside the macro. It's a CISD. Your stop is at the high. It's 20 points. So you could risk around 40 micros on a 1K. 20, 40 times 10. 400. So 20 micros would be 800. To be honest, we should just trade the. What the heck? How did I do that? Oh. I say we might as well just trade the mini on this one account here. I see BA to enter a trade with 40 micros. Really no point. Obviously we can't partial, but we'll just manage it if so. If we get closure below here, I think I'll execute this trade. But why is this yellow? This. What? Green and red make yellow? What the hell? Oh, that's so weird. Whatever. Yep, just has to see a closure below here. I would view this as a bearish order block. So the fair value gap on ES. It's not on NQ. The setup is on ES. Closure here, put the stop here. Throw this all the way down and then see what we get. So 25 micros, 50 times 10. 50 times 10 is $1,000. 50 times 10 is $1,000. So I probably would hop onto the micro here. See if we get closure below. We do get closure there. I'm watching this candle print. Just watching this candle print. No, technically it's ES has to be the one to close below because the CISD is there. All right, I'm gonna execute the trade there. I'm gonna execute the trade there. So this hourly bearish, I want to see it be respected. We got an SMT at the high of it. SMT at the high of it. We got the order block. CISD, trades the fair value gap, closes below. CISD, doing that as a bearish order block. I slightly de-risk on this trade because the risk reward would be quite good. Top covered the order block. No fair value gap here to mark out as a potential inversion. Looking at this as a minor sell side level. I risked half as much as I was supposed to. I think I miscalculated my risk. 25 times 2 is 50. Oh yeah, shit, I miscalculated my risk. Okay. We'll look for an opportunity to scale in, perhaps. 25 times 2 is 50. 50 times 10 is 500. I'm only risking half. But I guess the risk reward on this trade would be pretty good anyways. Like if we got a final TP here, it's quite good risk reward. So like it's fine, you know. Instead of taking a 2R with high risk, we can take a 4R with half risk. Like we can always scale in. So we'll see if we get a protraction model here. Honestly, I think I like that I risked half better. It's honestly better. Because if it is going to come all the way down, we are going to get an opportunity to scale in, right? Just most likely. So for example, if we get another order block here, I can scale in the trade. Like if we get closure below, yeah, I'll just add. We'd have to close below here though. So if we get closure below here, yep, you already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna add and scale the stop. I want to do this a little too preemptively, but I'm already scaling my stop. It closed below. It didn't close below, but I'm gonna scale my stop anyways because that's an institutional order flow entry drill, and it should not come back above this high. So I'm break even on this trade. Whoa, what did I do? Make it out break even here. Yep, I'm out break even on the account there. All right, break even trade. It's a good idea. Good risk management in my opinion. We'll see what happens next. So break even, that was break even for me. That was good risk management in my opinion. It should have continued at that point right there. The fact it doesn't, we cut the loss. My original stop loss was right here, so we'll see if that gets hit. I think it will at this point because of that inversion. In fact, this is actually a protraction model long. I'm not going to take it, but if you were hypothetically bullish. So we'll see. If we get another inversion here, I could potentially re-enter because we did take out this high, so we have an SMT like this, which meets criteria for another short protraction. So we'll see. I don't mind re-entering. See if we get an order block here. So we come up, short-term high, closure below, treat that as a bearish order block. 10 a.m. opens. See if it can just trade slightly higher and then come lower. Is there a fair value gap in there? Not one that we respected. So we'll see. It'd have to be like one or two candles, like one candle. Like honestly, it'd have to be this candle. Maybe two. Yeah, no. That killed the trade for me. The trade idea at least. So YM doing. Whoa. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong time frame. We respect the hourly, but pretty sloppy if you ask me. This would be a bearish order block. And if I'm not mistaken, would probably inverse the 5-minute there as well. I think I will give this another attempt. Even that's 2R. If we can get it. 25. Correctly this time. You have to close below. I think I would give this another attempt. Watching this candle's closure. It's forming on ES. It formed on ES. NQ is a little bit slow. I'm a little bit cautious about this low forming an SMT and then not going. So I'm just going to be a little bit patient here on the entry. Also because NQ did not form the CISD. And ES, like, notice how NQ should be the one that's more bearish. And it's not the one forming the order block. So I'm a little bit skeptical right there, is what I'm trying to say. I see it formed on ES, but it should have formed on NQ. And notice it still hasn't formed. And now we have an SMT there. So just look kind of red flags, making this trade slightly less probable. We didn't close again on ES. We did put in a bearish fair value gap, though. I mean, let's see. Watching the body here. That's what I'm watching right now. Watching the body of this candle. I don't like it. It should have been faster. It's low probability. It's low probability, and that's all it is, you know. I'm just not convinced. If it was faster, if we got closure below the body, if this candle started speeding up below this low, none of it happened. None of it happened. None of the signatures I would want to see. And there you go. You know, it looks like it might fail now. So I was looking for it, but the probabilities were not in my favor right there. And now it just kind of seems more range bound. But I mean, let's see. Let's see. The original trade idea still hasn't been. I mean, there's an SMT on my original stop loss, obviously, but I'm gonna put this here because I know people are probably asking. Not that I owe them anything, but pretty cool. Zero win, one break even, zero loss. Now no one can ask any questions. All right. Still respecting that bearish fair value gap. Like the fact that it's not displacing. Like yes, technically this would be again a bearish order block if you respect this fair value gap, but like at what confidence level, you know? I can see that the highs and the lows are going sideways. There's no displacement. There's no speed. I'm surprised. I honestly thought this trade was really good, the one that I took. Luckily, we managed to get out break even. My original stop loss was here, so I mean we can watch, see if it would have hit. But I honestly thought that trade was pretty good. Make sure, yeah, okay, yeah. So full break even. I mean, actually, we're down $3, or is that up $3? I don't even know. You can't tell. But yeah, honestly, that trade was really good. It really started speeding up. We got a nice fair value gap. We got a nice, what looked like an institutional order flow entry drill. I really thought the next candle was gonna dump all the way to the sell side here, at least. I was wrong, but that's why risk management is important, right? You can never expect anything, which is why I manage my risk every single time, because I don't know. The only thing I know is if I manage my risk, I will win more money than I lose. Oh shit, everyone's trading in gems, bro. Looking pretty uneventful now. Being stuck in this range, neutral order flow. Even if it doesn't hit my original stop, I'm happy I went out break even there. I would not be feeling good inside this trade right now. And if I was still in this trade and I haven't closed it, I'd probably just be greedy at that point. Like you should, in my opinion, if I'm in this trade, I close right now. Like if I was still in it, obviously I got out break even, managed my risk quite well, but are we really not gonna run sell side? It's pretty rare. I'm gonna be honest. Like usually when you see a one-sided expansion like this, usually the morning session gives you a really nice reversal. I actually was just backtesting yesterday, and that's exactly what happened. It was like I was just I had no bias, but the fact that it was one-sided all day, I was looking for signatures of reversal. Now obviously it can still reverse, right? But it's pretty sloppy if you ask me. But it's NFP. Sometimes a lot of time the NFP, the move can be more later in the session, 10:30, 10:50. Even like lunch will give a nice move sometimes. So might extend my session here a little bit for NFP protocol. Because it does happen. Like 10:30, 10:50 can probably give something really, really clear, in my opinion, at this point. Really good break even there. The reason I went break even was very simple. This candle, and this is every time. This isn't like I got lucky. I should at least. Sometimes I'll make a mistake and hold on too long, but I should. This candle forms. The next candle should trade lower. That forms my protraction model. The fact that this candle did not form lower tells me that this is probably weak. It should be speeding up right here, right now. So let me make it very, very simple. This is the most obvious, clear explanation you guys will ever hear. The probabilities of the trade playing out, if this candle doesn't speed up lower, loses drastically. If this candle stays like this, and then the next candle starts trading higher, the probability of the trade being correct is greatly diminished. Greatly diminished. So that's why I went break even. Because if it does not go lower at that exact time, then it's probably simply gonna fail. And that's just the reality of it. So just about probabilities. And if you want it more mechanical than that, my protraction model should be forming here. So I put my stop at the protraction high, which is where it goes when I'm in all my trades. Now, I don't like this price action. I wouldn't trust this personally, but I mean maybe it goes to the sell side. It's not going to be something I can really trust. If we get a retracement and then something like that, I can trust that, but I'm not going to trust this. I'm not going to take this because sure, we took out a short-term high, but like, I mean, this price action it's been going sideways for approximately 35 minutes if you exclude this. So just not trusted. I mean, the CISD is there on the 2-minute. It's really clean in my opinion. The CISD is clean, but I mean, this price action is not. I'm not convinced it's going to go lower, so I'm not going to take the first CISD that forms. Would not make sense. Let me make it more simple for you. That's what you would be trading right now. For example, 4-minute same thing, 3-minute same thing, 2-minute. Sure, you can argue the 2-minute a little bit more bearish, but it was also just like we just got a CISD higher, CISD lower. Now we might get it so don't get tripped up on the lower time frame. Understand what it's doing, right? And if you miss the move, whatever, right? Who cares if it just starts going lower and lower? What am I gonna cry about it? No, it didn't give me a setup. Right? What am I supposed to do? There's nothing I can do. So it's all about probabilities. And if you see something like this, it's probably best to just wait. Sure, maybe it'll go lower. Now we have a bearish fair value gap here. So I'm watching this. I want to see, does it lead to us getting an order block that I can, at least somewhat trust more than just the CISP. That's what I'm looking at. And I'm going to also quickly glance at the YM and see if it's also kind of breaking down. It looks like it kind of is, although it did leave equal highs. So that's what I'm looking at right now. We got to fill like that. Even that's a 2-hour trade. It's pretty insane. But we'll see if we get the order block or not. Again, all under the assumption that this high is not going to get taken. So any short-term high that gets taken that we break down into, we could potentially trust. That's pretty much the simple idea. Gotta be an order block though. It's gotta close below. $800, 320. Call it 20. Yeah, if we get a single path candle down here, I'll take the trade, but if not, then no. Yeah, no. It just doesn't farm. So I'm just gonna be patient. I'm probably gonna wait till 10:30. Maybe this candle can flip and come all the way down, but I think it's best just to wait for 10:30. Remove these annotations. Focus just on the candles. Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna wait. Better to be patient. We already had a pretty good week. Maybe I should keep this. I should just keep this up so then people, when they come, I don't have to like answer, like it just says right there. I know people ask me all the time, like, yo, Gatie, did you take anything? Did you lose? Did you win? Just put this up there, then I don't have to answer any questions. Not that I have chat open anyways. That's the stock market. So earlier in the day, we were up 1%. Now we're up 1.4%. Google is absolutely killing it. My Nvidia position is doing good. Elon Musk tweeted yesterday that the U.S. economy is going to go into a recession. I wonder if Elon tweeted today. If you guys are not aware what's happening, Elon Musk and Donald Trump are beefing on Twitter or beefing on social media. They just kept like posting about each other. And that was happening yesterday in the afternoon. And the market was like dumping pretty aggressively. I don't know if it's because of that, but it definitely had an effect in the volatility at least. Wait, I don't have a loss. Why did I put a loss here? Yeah, I mean, not much to say here, guys. It's kind of just consolidating. I'm glad I went break even on this trade. It's good risk management, in my opinion. I mean, I think anyone would agree. 10:30 is the next key time I'm looking for. So just kind of have to wait till 10:30. See if we get a power of 3 idea that could give us a range expansion lower. I wouldn't trust anything right now. I wouldn't trust the first move out of it. I'm just gonna have to be patient till 10:30 and get more information. a lot of the time people will have like a bias in this market right now, and it'll play out, and they think they did good. I mean, and maybe they did, right? But in my opinion, if you trade this, more times than not, it's a 50-50. It's a gamble. You could genuinely, like, just put a position long or short, something like this. Try to get one R on, and you could probably get it on both sides. Like, just put it your entry like here, stop at the high. Like, one of these sides will get taken eventually. If you want to gamble which one, sure you can. Guess you can argue the short has a little bit better risk to reward, but then obviously more chance of getting stopped. Also, I think this should be this, because honestly, that P&L tool I just drew up looks pretty cool. What do we got? We got 20%, 20%, 20 and 20, the fourth gray, fourth gray, fourth gray. Wait, I do the same tool twice. I'm stupid. Wait, what's going on here? I'm tripping. Fifth gray, 24 and 30. Make that 30. Yeah, I think that's quite good. I mean, it matches my candles pretty nicely. I don't know. What do you guys think? Good. Anyways, no protraction model forming here. Man, they say 10 more minutes till 10:30. It's a key time for me. I was looking at the recordings and I saw someone ask for a first presentation. Couldn't help but notice. I'd be referring to this one. The first fair value gap in RTH. That's based on me, my back test. Could opt to use this one. It is slightly bigger, but when there's no criteria, I always try to keep the criteria the same. The first fair value gap after 9:30 in RTH on the 1 minute. It's not ambiguous whatsoever. I'll always refer to that one. So, man, pretty boring NFP. Using NFP is way more fun than this, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I did record that one trade that was break even, though. Could always post that break even trade. Like, there's like no more fuel left. Like, just dying out, man. They wasted all the fuel because they were tweeting. Why couldn't they be tweeting right now? But I mean, we'll wait till 10:30. I'm already very happy with my week, but yeah, sometimes you get really nice traction going. What did I just open? Huh? What is that? Oh, NordVPN? No, I don't need that. That was a mistake. Let's close that. So 7 more minutes till 10:30. I'll stay patient. I will personally stay patient. Maybe we can read chat here for a bit. Guys, is it bad if I read chat? Trading inside a range. I'm not trading right now. You taking your trades this week? This week was good. We took 0 losses. I'm applying for a job. London, yeah, we just expanded the entire day. Isn't taking a trade off 1 hour. Yeah. I'm always entering on the 1 minute. So to me, there's no such thing as too zoomed in. As long as the model formed correctly, that's all that matters. Is there any specific confluences? How is your EF not delayed? I have real time. You have to buy real time data. You don't get it for free. Either you get a futures account and sign in with your futures account, which will give you real time data for free, or like for example, if you have an Alpha Futures account and you sign in, it'll give you real time data. Otherwise, you have to purchase it on your own. I have both. I purchased it, and I also do that. PA was so bad this week. I mean, there were a couple bad days. Honestly, yesterday was a non-farm payroll before, so that's obviously going to be bad. Tuesday wasn't the best. I mean, in my opinion, the trades I took were really high probability trades. You're gonna have that song stuck in my head. Shoot, which one was I singing, bro? I don't even know. It's so stuck. I was just singing it without realizing. Any advice on managing 5 funded accounts? Just copy trade them, bro. Seeing unemployment rates, knowing we all belong. Shipping sell side, 50% the first position and boom long. Yeah, sure. I mean, if you saw, I don't know where you saw boom long, but if you saw boom long, bro, I'm glad you saw it, man. Monday was amazingly, yeah, Monday was really good. Yeah. You trading on a 100K? Yes. Well, I'm trading on a 100K and a 250K. This can be a great accumulation for the next macro. 100, I agree. 10:30, perhaps you're not trading PM today. Honestly, I might. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really like my PM session model. My PM session model genuinely feels like an ATM machine where like 6 or 7 out of 10 times I just make 1R. Like it just feels so easy and stress-free. Like it's so simple, bro. That's how I'm putting a high. Yeah, I mean, bro, honestly, I'm 100% neutral. I'm not interested in any longs. So if it shows me that it can go lower and I'm convinced, I will take my protraction. I won't even take the reversal. We need a video of your PM session model. It's my PM session model. If you know my models already, then you'll know exactly what this means. It's a PM silver bullet protraction, and I only target 1R. That's it. That's all it is. It's in the name itself. If you don't know what that means, it just means you probably don't know what my protraction model is. You guys don't have to learn my model. I don't really care. I could be the only person. I'm not all about like everyone learning my model. You're doing the most silver bullet protraction and all that BS for a 1-to-1. I mean, I made money. I ain't gonna complain. Can you stream PM session? Sometimes. What is PM macro? 150 to 210, 250 to 310, 350 to 410, and then the final hour. Well, the final hour is usually a macro. What video do you cover protraction? It's in my Gems Po3 series on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know why. Profits are prop, bro. 1R, bro. What's wrong with 1R? That's like a free trade. You risk 250 a trade, let's say. You make 1R. All right, well, I get a free trade now. I haven't heard someone trade Silver Bullet in so long. Well, Silver Bullet's amazing. I don't trade Silver Bullet like with that perspective every single time, but I know when it aligns with my model. A lot of the trades I take in morning session align with Silver Bullet. Like it's a Silver Bullet entry as well. I'm trading the power of 3. How is Silver Bullet and Judas Swing any different? Judas Swing is when we get a fake price run at a specific time. So for example, 9:30 opens and trades higher only one way. That's a Judas Swing if you're bearish. Silver Bullet is different. Silver Bullet is taking a fair value gap that forms at a very specific time to deliver a certain narrative. You trade FFG with intent to run liquidity at 10 a.m.? Pretty much, bro. Yeah, exactly what it is. I'm looking for which liquidity is likely to be taken. I wait for the fair value gap to get touched. The way I trade it is with my protraction model because I don't want to change my model, right? I'm just using that Silver Bullet idea just to get, 1R, really. That's it. It's 1R. Now, you can go for more. Sometimes the trade can go 2, 3, 4R, but most of the time, I'm just taking the 1 and I'm happy with it. It doesn't have to be the first present fair value gap. It can be any fair value gap after 10 a.m. or after 2 p.m. Do you trade with the 50% levels as TPs too? No, never. Gatie, what do you think of standard deviation projections? Every single one of my model I use them for. So I use them personally all the time. You'll get it. I recently passed my alpha futures evaluation. How does the payout system work on alpha regarding the buffers and stuff? You do not need a buffer. My advice to you, Kevin. Kevin, let me ask you a question. Kevin, is this your first potential payout? Because if so, I'm gonna give you a payout, bro. I'm gonna give it to you. You just have to trust me. So you let me know, Kevin. Is this your first payout, or have you gotten payouts before? You think we should even be trading with this consolidation? No, I would wait. First payout, Kevin, I'm going to give you the blueprint. I don't know if I'm hearing ringing or if I'm ringing. Kevin, is it a 50K account? I'm gonna give it to you, Kevin. I'm going to give it to you, bro. You just have to trust. Trust. I will give you the first payout, bro. Okay, 50K account. Kevin, this is what you're going to do. Listen closely, bro. You're going to risk $100 per trade. You're going to take profit at anywhere from $100 to $200. Okay? Your goal, don't get greedy. Nothing more. Also, this is quite aggressive. So we'll see if we can get a protraction model. That's it. That's it, Kevin. You're going to risk 100. No more, no less. 100. You're going to take profit at 150 or 200. Anywhere from 100 to 200, okay? That's step one. Step two. All you have to do, Kevin, to get your first payout, all you have to do is get 3 wins above the starting level. So if you start at 0 on the account or you start at 50,000, whatever, you just need 3 wins, Kevin. Kevin, I know you can get 3 wins. You just have to be patient enough. You may lose the first couple trades. It's okay. That's why you're risking 100. That account is going to stick with you. You're going to get paid, bro. You're not going to lose 20 trades in a row. You know? And if you wait for really high probability setups from the beginning, you know? So, like, don't take your first day, first session, like, be a little bit patient. Take your best setups. 3 wins, Kevin. Ideally, Kevin, you risk 100 and you aim for 200. Like a fix. Like RR, bro. No levels, no. Just 100 to 200, bro. That's it. 3 wins, Kevin. 3 wins, and you can get a $500 or $600 payout. You don't need a buffer. You don't have to worry about the account getting blown. You can still get payouts with the exact same system. Right again. You can do it every 2 weeks. It's that easy, bro. You just have to accept that low risk. You may lose at first. That's why your risk is less. You're trying to get paid, right? Now, if you want to go for a really big fat payout, obviously that's not the strategy that I'm giving you. But what I'm giving you is a really high chance of getting a payout. All you need is 3 wins. And in my opinion, that's way more consistent than just going for a big one. Unless you got big money in your pockets and you're okay going through multiple accounts a week, which I'm personally not okay doing, that's what I would recommend. Valid for your first pay, 100%. Can you explain that again? So the reason this works with alpha futures is because you do not need a buffer. That's one reason. You don't need a buffer. The second reason is when you request payout with alpha, your maximum loss limit does not get set to 0. It won't work with Top Step. Because with Top Step, if you make 500, you can only request 250. And when you request 250, that only leaves you with 250 left on the account to work with. Okay? So it doesn't work with alpha. It doesn't work with any other firm, actually. It only works with alpha futures. That's why I think alpha futures is the best, because it's so easy for your first payout. So, right? So that's my advice, Kevin. I promise you, Kevin, if you can follow this and you follow your rules on those trades, you'll get paid, bro. You will get paid. You just have to trust the process. You may lose a couple. You may lose 10. You're fine. You can still trade. You have 10 more trades, bro. You can get out of the drawdown, right? How many winning days? There's no winning days requirement, brother. All you need is 40%. So 3 wins that are consistent. There is no minimum winning days. There's no minimum buffer. This is not tradable. Taking out our first objective there. This is my main objective, this green box. Let's lock in here, guys. 500 profit and take out half on Top Step. Exactly, Prestige. Exactly, bro. You only have 250 left. You're going to blow the account. There's no way, right? With Alpha, if you make 500, on Alpha, if you make 500, you can take out 500 and you have 1,500 drawdown left. Come on, bro. You can request a payout every 2 weeks. Anyways, I'm going to minimize chat. We got to lock in here. No more distractions. 10:30 open, right here. I would not mind taking a protraction model from this fair value gap, because I still have that objective lower. We still have the 930 sell. I mean, we have SMT there, but we'll see if it forms. Crazy things could happen. Alright, so I'm locked in here, guys. I know we red tied a little bit, but I mean, price action was really, really slow. There was no way we were going to take anything in here. Just waiting. So, but we're locked in again. I don't know where to put this. So I don't mind taking a protraction model out of this fair value gap. You'd have to close below here. Now I know what I'm singing. I know what it is now. We have to get the OB or the inversion. So we'll see if we get it. Like I said earlier, I'm just focused on the protraction here, not taking any reversals. If you look at ES, it's actually trading in its first presentation. So I want this next candle to trade lower. I don't execute. Say we got to trade like that. 18. Yeah, we got to make this. So 20 times 2, 40. 40 times 10, 400, 800. Yeah, let's call it 22. If next candle just drops lower, I'm in that. I'm in that targeting the NFP fair value gap 2.5R. Yeah, maybe it won't give it to us. Also, sorry I missed this in volume and bounce, guys. I incorrectly marked that fair value gap. The correct annotation is as so. I think we traded to a 2-minute right there. 3-minute? Yeah, so we're still in it. I like the 3-minute here, actually. I'm just going to mark that out. It's a lot cleaner. We did inverse there. We just have to wait and see. Win rate's like 60% on the day. Not for every trade, on the day, trading day. This is 2.5 years. Yeah, we gotta wait. Is there a 5-minute? I mean, yeah, if it starts to wick aggressively, I'll take the inversion here, right? So if this candle starts displacing lower and ES respects the fair value gap, that could be a entry signal for me. Protraction model. The risk would be about, yeah, I mean, around 20, depending where we get the fill. May have to be a little bit less, but 20 should be fine. We'd have to respect the 5 minute though, or like at least on ES. So we'd have to start wicking like right now, pretty much right now. YM looks good. YM 4 minute chart looks really clean. I mean, I think that goes lower. Let's see, we gotta start breaking down here. 22-point stop. Trade would look something like this. 1030 power 3. 3R-ish. But we could maybe risk less as well again. Risk less again and then scale in perhaps. Gotta respect that 5 minute though. So we have 1 more minute. So basically if this inverses in the next minute, I'll take it. Alright, next candle will tell. 3 minute bullish for value gap under us. On the 3 minute, I'm sure someone's in longs. There's definitely someone, I don't know if they're pattern trading or whatever, but they see this 3 minute inversion with a strong candle, 3 minute BPR or whatever. They're probably in that shit long, I'm gonna be honest. And it's not a bad trade, but it's just kind of against my idea. Sure, maybe we can get a higher high on the day. Like this is high of day right here, but not right. It's not what I'm looking for. Ooh. We're gonna have to wait for the macro, guys. Going to have to wait for the macro. There is a lot of engineered highs here. I think you can probably go there, but I still would rather just wait for shorts. If it just goes higher, it's fine. I'd rather just sit here and wait for shorts. Otherwise, we trade the PM session model. Try to get 1 hour in a day and just call it. Hmm. 9 more minutes until the 10:50 macro. Trading's kind of boring sometimes, but it's supposed to be. Failure swing. This line? No, never mind. I was gonna say it looks like it's going higher, but not really. Do, do, do. I was wrong, by the way. This is not an SMT. Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't show me it's gonna go lower, not much we can do. Right now, order flow is bullish. We could make a higher high on the day. I personally don't like that narrative, but it might go. Hmm. 50 macro. I wish we left equal lows here. It would have been a lot more confident in taking shorts. Just wait. Be patient. We're almost at the 1050 macro. We were patient thus far. Good question, Ahmed. Very simple answer to that question. If it shows you bearish order flow and a strong idea for reversal, then yeah, it'll probably. My idea was maybe not Asia low, but at least somewhat in discount. But yeah, I mean, if the day is going to be this bullish, yeah, I mean, there's a chance we don't get a reversal, right? And that's okay. You just have to manage your. I took a short. I want to break even. It's risky, right? I almost shorted that too, Pablo, but just not enough conviction. Uh, the reason I didn't short it actually, Pablo, was because of ES. ES was making a higher high. So to me, I was like, I'd rather if they were moving together in sync, which is what I said on live. If they were moving, if they both did what NQ did, I would have shorted. All right, well, 4 minutes until the macro. Again, I'm not personally interested in any longs, but I wouldn't be surprised if we took out this high. Just personally would not look for that. I see the short-term high getting run here. I would highly recommend that, Pablo. It honestly makes a huge difference in my trading. Like, I like the idea that we went higher before the macro, because if this macro is going to deliver an explosive price run, it would make sense for it to do so lower, because we engineered this low most recently. But it is bullish right now. It looks pretty bullish, so we'll have to see. Just have to wait and see. Just gotta wait and see. Could go to previous day's high. I'm personally not taking any longs. Personally not taking any longs. Doesn't mean it can't go higher. It definitely can. It's your buy side. It's been bullish right here ever since the sell side. Bullish breaker block. Right there. Oh, whoa. I don't want that. 2 minutes till the macro. I mean, I kind of like the short here, if I'm being honest. We'll see. I'm going to do this next. It's just the easiest way to market with 2 letters instead of writing the whole word sweep. If we can get a CISD here. Kind of slow. Should be speeding up right now. If I'm right. Seems like I may be wrong. Well, I'm not wrong. Just waiting to show me if it does. Not necessarily bearish. I just don't want to take any longs. We were right about the move coming below the sell side here. Obviously, but I mean, we didn't hold that trade. So, you know, funny enough, our original trade idea actually would have played. Now, obviously, this was the first trade I took. And yeah, sure, in hindsight, like, I would never hold this trade, but it played out, right? I think my fill was around here or something. Oh, it can tell us now. Guys, look. No one can fake the executions anymore. Please don't fall. Please don't fall for it. 21830. That's 833. That's close enough. So, like, yeah, this was my original trade that I closed on break even. It would have played out, but in my opinion, like, it could have easily failed. In fact, ES would have stopped me. So, I don't know. I think it's good. I mean, obviously, it's good that we broke even. I'm not viewing this as like a missed trade. That's very good trade management. I'm gonna journal this. Assume I don't take any more trades. I'm giving myself 10 out of 10 today without question. Without question. Because we were really patient. We took the one really good setup. We managed the risk really well. We had the right idea for the TP, but the condition of the market was not something I wanted to be a participant of, and we recognized that, and it was really good. So, not really much more I could have done today. Maybe I could have had a bullish bias if this plays out. So, it's not really about bias. It's about probabilities, and the probability of taking a long and premium targeting high of day is just not my cup of tea. Appreciate you, Pablo. Yeah, I've been trading these last couple months. I've been trading like these last honestly since March. I've been trading probably my best. Well, the macro started 2 minutes in. Get off the charts off after the macro. Stocks are looking nice. Ollie, yeah, Ollie, did you get in some? You get in some entries? I didn't get a chance to re-enter any stock positions, unfortunately, but it's okay. Yeah, after the 11:10 macro, if I don't get anything, I usually call it there, and then I'll probably come back in the PM session today, see if I can find a 1 hour trade with my PM session model. It's probably very simple. You're good, bro. I was just asking. You good? And this looks like I have to just call it here. Yeah, I trade NQ and ES. The ICT kill zones is called ICT kill zones and pivots TFL. Marks out opening prices and the sessions. Just saves me time. I don't have to look at the levels myself. Will it be bullish going to PM? Getting bullish. You got to ask me at PM. Probably you have to ask me in PM. There's gonna be way too much information between now and PM session to know. Let's go AMA. I just got eligible for my first payout today. Nice, bro. Alpha or Top Step or what firm did you use? What firm, my brother? Top Step, $950. Nice, bro. Nice. Good stuff, bro. Very good stuff, man. I'm proud of you. Well done. Repeatable. Very, very repeatable. Unless you gambled. Be honest. Did you gamble or did you do it properly? You've been in here a long time, bro. I think you did good. I think you did really good. I don't trade live PM because a lot of the times I'm in the Gems Discord. But what I will do is every single time I take a trade, I will literally tell you. Like for example, just take a look at this. I literally said this. If silver bullet protraction forms longs, I'll take it. 1R. That's exactly what I did. I did it, well, it took 30 minutes, but it's exactly what it was. And I took it for 1R, and this trade was actually very nice. It played out in literally 30 seconds. Like, I just put my TP, and I went to draw, like, I was trying to draw the fair value gap I was going long off of. And by the time I finished drawing, I'm on my phone here, mind you, so it's, like, harder to draw and stuff. But it's easy to take a 1R trade. Literally hit TP right away, man. It's really that simple of a model. Junior, because you think it's easy to pass a challenge to your first pay as long as you follow your rules? 100%, bro. That's okay, AMA. I mean, AMA, is that a part of your plan? Genuine Chris, I think it's very easy. Yeah, I mean, once you have a profitable model, it's all it's done. Like it's so easy at that point. Maybe the weakest CISD ever, but we'll see if it plays. So you biohazard a lot of no trade days. To use candle range theory, never. No. I mean, not much. I wanted to participate in this macro. There is no macro indicator. I marked it out myself. Yes, protraction models and GEMS Po3 mastery. If we get a protraction here, I'll take it. That's about it. I mean, that's about it. 10:30 reversal, 30 minutes of potentially bearish expansion. If we get a protraction model, then I'll take it. If not, then I'll call it a day. I don't size in or size down on the day. I scale into trades that are very high probability of continuing in my favor. That's all. That's the only trade management I do in terms of, getting like trying to make more money. Protraction model is expanding of a range. We'll see if it forms. This is pretty much, I think, the last opportunity I will get. If ES can trade into this bearish fair value gap, give me an order block, we'll take it. If not, I don't see anything else high probability potentially forming. So we'll see if it happens. There's a fair value gap here as well. So bearish fair value gap. If we get the OB, I'll execute the OB. The only reason I would ever take a trade like this is because my draw is still pretty strong. I mean, I think we can get here, but we'll see if it forms. Honestly, if I'm being really honest, this is a good long. The way that this formed right now, off that 5-minute bullish fair value gap, with a very strong displacement higher, would I take this? Probably not, but it's pretty good long. We can tape read. I wouldn't take it, but just the way, just watching this trade into the bullish fair value gap, giving that really strong order block, or CISD, call it whatever you want, doesn't matter. Pretty very strong. But again, I'm not bullish. Like I said, I'm not taking any longs today. So looks like it's gonna fail, which is good. Which is exactly what I want to see. But look at ES. Look at ES here. That's what I'm focused on. In fact, if ES can even close below first presentation, 15-point stop loss now. That's a really good risk to reward. It almost feels like too good. Watching the next candle trade, 16 times 30, 30 times 60. It's gotta be like 25. Just watching this candle. Just watching the candle. ES didn't really close below, so I'm a little bit skeptical, but I'm just watching. That's all, just watching. If this candle overlaps, then I'm not going to take the trade. Just going to call it. Yeah, I'm going to call it, guys. I'm going to be honest. This is pretty awful. The overlap there is not ideal. It's been 11 minutes in the macro, and we have 11 minutes in the macro. We're at a 30-point range if you include the wick. We're at an 18-point range if you look at the bodies. I think I'm just going to call it there. I mean, we had a really good week. I know I can find a higher probability trade in the PM session that can give me at least 1R. I think we're just going to do that. I guess if you want to be that guy, there is an SMT here. But I think the probability is just drastically decreased. So, whoops. I don't normally show my P&L, but on this account we're minus 60. This account we're minus $3. That's a break even for me. I mean, we're risking $1,000 per trade, so it's like a 0.006. And probably just call it there. Probably just call it there. The fact that it overlapped like that, to me, that just cuts it right there. Had it sped up, maybe. But this probably calls my session. I think I'll find something way better in the afternoon. Can't say what I'm gonna look for. I personally think that I want to see price take out all this. To be honest, like that's what I want to see. I don't feel like I missed anything. The one move that did happen, right? We were right in it happening. We got our break even before it played. Isn't S&P 1 minute kind of useless? No, I don't think it's useless. I mean, I only use the 1 minute, but it's up to you, right? It's up to you. What do you see happening in PM session? You got to ask me in 3 hours. I'm going to have 3 hours of information. It really depends on where we're at, what we've taken, where we're trading in terms of premium and discount. What did lunch do? I personally still don't think I'll be taking. I wouldn't take longs from anywhere up here. That's for sure. So right now I'm looking at like London low, pre-market lows, possibly. This red line looks really nice. I think this SMT right here could potentially hold for the entire day. I want to see a move lower, but it may not happen. I don't know. Who knows, bro? Maybe Trump will tweet some shit. Elon will reply, then I don't know. Something crazy happens. So we got to see in 3 hours. I don't like giving. I like giving my outlooks once I have the most information as possible. Also, I mean, realistically, we could just take out previous day's high on NQ. It's also possible. So why does YM look? Well, if we just took the trade on YMs, I mean, it's so slow, but it's playing at least. Anyways, shoulda, woulda, coulda. See, look, this was the original trade we took. Right? I mean, we only would have gotten a partial. Would we have been stopped out? Because this would have been your second protraction. No, we wouldn't have even been, so. Oh, I'm just checking to see if there was another protraction in there that formed that would have stopped me out break even. No, surprisingly not. Oh, there's an SMT here, so closure here. Yeah, I know, but still it wouldn't stop me except for the stop of the body. Probably would have been. I probably would have been so tripped up that I just would have closed or something. So we had a good idea. It is what it is. I'll keep those levels marked. Previous day's high can stay marked. And yeah, very simple. Good, not bad. I would give myself a 10 for that session, if I'm being honest. Would have given. I will give myself a 10 actually. So let's journal. I'm gonna give myself a 10. Net P&L minus $3. Trade breakdown. We took one trade. Protraction model short formed of H1 premium city. S&P at previous day's high and lower time frame. S&P. New York Power of 3 model was a protraction, midnight reversal. Reflection, very simple. Trade played out to first partial, but the session was very choppy. Right, I went break even. Not been stopped out. It distorted for over 30 minutes. And I likely could have made a mistake. I'm honestly giving myself a 10. I mean, I really don't think I could have done anything better today. I'll post the I guess we can post the executions. Give me one sec. Oh, we got a nice wick. I'll show you guys the executions. Didn't have traded. Not easy, yeah. Not an easy day. These are my executions. So 289.275, 289, 829.75, 5 micros. And that's all journaled. May take a trade in the PM session, but that would be it for me. So, that being said, why do you give yourself a 10 if you wouldn't take long position and we just took out the high? I would never take this long, ever. 10 out of 10 times would never take a long here. Too far in premium. I would be breaking many rules if I took a long here. So, is it wrong bias? No, I wasn't bullish and I wasn't bearish. I waited to see if the market would show me that it's likely going to go lower. And it did right here. And it did go lower. But I got out break even. So, that's it. You know, I wouldn't ever take this long. You know, this long in this exact situation can form, and I will still never take it. Hey, brother, I'm a beginner, just one more trading lately. Yeah, we've been getting the bias frame where the price goes. Entries have been bad. It looks like a bad sign. That's a good sign because all you have to do is journal and see where you can improve now. That's it. Very simple. Very, very simple, brother. 6 is your model. Don't mind bearish SMTs. I agree. In my books, you have a 10 as well. Respecting your model rules and timing the best you can do. Appreciate you, Pablo. Yeah, I mean, listen, I normally don't give myself 10s. And I know this looks kind of sketchy. Like I'm just the guy who gives myself 10s. Before this week, I 9.5. I wouldn't even do 10 because I think you can always improve. But then again, looking back, there wasn't much I can improve, right? Like even if you go back to the days we won, we did kind of perfect, right? Like I got out here because there was SMT. That's what my rules tell me to do, and I'm gonna do it because it was above 2R, right? We exactly what the daily outlook. We took one model, we risked correctly, we followed all the rules, right? Now this Tuesday was a no trade day. It was a no trade day. I was bullish looking for previous day's high, but again, it's the exact same situation as today. We're trading at high of day right here. I don't want a long high. I'm never gonna long high of day, right? You won't see me long high of day. I think it makes no sense. Too far in premium. It's just not my model, right? And to me, that's a 10, right? This is the highest. So it looks like we had a clean buy program, yeah, but that's because right here is high of day. So this is high of day. I don't want to take a long targeting high of day because I don't know how much higher it's gonna go, right? So to me, that's a 10. Then we took another win. This was a hard day. Look, we avoided all this sloppiness. I aligned with my bias. I didn't want to take shorts. We got a manipulation lower, and I took the 1050 macro long. Pretty much the only long that played out that wouldn't have stopped us. And it was a good trade. And I would also give myself a 10. We were patient. We de-risked as we would in a market like that. It's a really good time frame. Again, the daily outlook was correct. Thursday's a no trade day. I didn't trade, so I'm giving myself a 10, right? All I had to do was not trade, and I get a 10. And then today, exact same thing. I aligned with my bias. I didn't want a long high of day, like I never do. Took the one short that presented where my model formed, and it did go lower, but I managed my risk really well because this is a sloppy trade. And I don't want to be in a trade that goes sideways for 30 minutes, right? It's not a good trade. Not a good trade. What was 1106 candle? Just a regular candle, bro. It's not that big. It's only 40 points. So, I mean, I guess this candle was 25. I guess it is the biggest candle. I don't think there was any news, but just into some volatility. Lunch. It could be a CISD here. I wouldn't take it. It's outside my time, but is it possible to get that template? Yep, just message me. Message me on Discord and I'll take it. Hit my TP and SL in the same candle. That's crazy, bro. Hopefully you hit your TP first, bro. This would be a CISD, but again, I wouldn't trade this. But maybe you will. I don't know. With SMT at there, again, it aligns with my bias. It's the exact same trade I was looking for the entire day. It's 11:12. I already journaled. I don't want to take a trade outside my window. If you guys want the template, you can message me. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, listen closely. If you want to enter the giveaway so you can win this entire trading setup, will get shipped to you wherever you live. You can win a chair, monitor, computer. All you have to do is use my code on any Alpha Futures account and I will enter in the giveaway. You just have to message. You just have to message me. Yo, why is Graves messaging me? The code is Gatie. GATIE. The Discord's free, so if you want to join the Discord and see everything for the giveaway, I mean, there's only one step. That's the only step, right? And by the way, if you get an advanced account, there's no activation fees. So there's no activation fees on advanced accounts. Let me just make sure this is the right journal. Status account eval. So yeah. Go, man. Everyone using the GatieTrades template, bro. Yes, sir. We got a whole group of people now. Lost 300 today. That's okay, bro. The CFT hasn't formed yet, by the way. It has to close below. Lost 300. That's okay, bro. Did you follow your rules, Ditter? Dida. Nah, I'm not trading anymore. I'll probably trade the PM. I think I can probably find an A+1R trade in the PM session, so I don't feel any pressure to try to catch something. Obviously, I have the benefit of taking already 2 very nice wins earlier in the week and no losses, so psychology is easier. Psychology is easier when you win, but it's all the same. I'm not just gonna trade. I mean, look at the price action. Sometimes you just have to. Can you take a setup? Sure, maybe. I mean, look at the price action. All right, we're working in a very small range. It's 80 points. I mean, I guess 100 points. Best for me just to sit out. I'll find something. You followed your rules. Drawn liquidity was gap. Got a full reversal and lost. Yeah, that's okay, bro. You had a drawn liquidity. If you followed your entry model, your criteria was there. So who cares, bro? Loss or win doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the same. If the trade is gonna form again, would you take it? If the answer is yes, then it really does not matter because it doesn't. You would do the same thing again, right? You wouldn't go back and change anything. So what do you? No reason to be upset or anything, right? That's the only goal, man. Just take trades that you would take again, win or lose. As long as you would go back and take that same trade, you're fine. You will literally you will get payouts, you'll get profitable. You just have to stay in it long enough. Don't over risk. Don't blow your account going crazy. Good stuff, Brenda. Yep. Barry keeping on the long. I didn't want to risk it on high of day. Agreed. I just entered a short on the inversion after sweep of the highs. You've just entered a short of the inversion sweep of the highs. Yeah, it's not a bad trade in my opinion. If this formed inside my time interval, I'd probably look to execute, although we'd have to get a closure below here. Or actually a closure below here would also qualify. So we can sit here and tape. I mean, I'm not gonna push the button. It's outside my window. But hypothetically, this would be the trade. I'd probably just fix 2R this, to be honest. I wouldn't even go for it. Just take the 2R. So we can just watch it and see if it forms. You could take it now because ES closed. So this is a tape read. So we took one trade. We went break even. And this is now a tape read trade. This is outside my trading window, but my model did technically form. We got the sweep. I've been looking for shorts all day. So we'll just see. This is a fixed 2R TP. This is like, I guess, your first objective. So we'll tape read this. I'll sit here with you guys and tape read, see if it forms, see if it plays out. At this point in time, I'd probably bring the stop to the body high. So reduce the risk. I used to blow funded account over and over, and now I'm on Yes, patience importance, brother. That's very good. No trade on the live. That's okay, bro. So just a tape read trade. I'm not taking the trade. My accounts are closed. Outside my time interval. There you go. It would have been TP, hypothetically speaking. So cool tape read. But again, I wouldn't take the trade. That was 2R right there. So pretty good, pretty good. The reason it's good is because 2R is so easy. Yeah, that's it. Well, we'll call that a day. Gatie, should I spend next payout on kebabs? Kebabs and tandoori chicken, bro. I used to blow. Nice. Turtle soup so free. Nice. Small L today. Is it possible to get that template? Of course, but you can get template. Make sure you journal, brother. Boom, 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 boom. Such an emotional trader. What? I showed like no emotion today. Up or down? Today's one break even for me. No other, nothing else. Did you trade today? We took one break even trade. I feel like I haven't felt an emotion in a long time when it comes to trading. This model was pretty nice. If this formed inside 1050 macro, like that would have been like A+. But it's just too far outside the window. Look at that spool. Wow, huh? Very nice. 21.9. I think it's going to go to 21730. Now the market decides to move. I know, it's frustrating. I mean, it's not really frustrating. It is what it is. Can you go over how your strat is playing out right now? Yeah, very simple. I mean, I was looking for this setup the entire morning. It didn't form. We got the change in state of delivery after the sweep. I'm bearish. Reversal model. Not expecting this high to get taken. So, if we got the entry right here, let's say you even took it right there on the closure. That's where I would have taken it. I would have, like I said, if I took this trade, I would have probably just went 2R because of how choppy it was. And I'm trying to get, just the easiest trade possible. But my real draw is this. I was looking for this the entire day, this fair value gap. You took that trade, nice. But any plans for the weekend? Probably gonna go to a festival. I don't know. I already recorded the YouTube video, so probably gonna play some basketball, bro. Yeah, let me show you guys our jerseys. Let me know what you guys think. Wait, I don't have the pictures anymore. Well, never mind, guys. Probably gonna hit that level now. I mean, yeah. I mean, it forms so nice. But it's okay. I think ES probably close, almost. SFG. Damn, 6RR. I know. What a high risk reward, insanely explosive trade, right? For me, it wouldn't have been 6. It would have been less than 6, like 4, 5R if it reaches that line. Stop at the body. Enter on the closure. Will it go up again? I don't know. I don't think so. We take a trade. Nah, I'm out. I'm done. That was a good trade. Pretty took a long time. Nice. Just passed even with that trade. I'm happy. Good job, JD. Good job. Yeah. Honestly, on NFP, I should probably extend my trading to 12, but like, I really can't be asked. Really can't be asked. I did say everyone who took longs and shorts, if they kept their stops, would be stopped. Typical. Very typical. A lot of the time, this happens with NFP. Move happens going into lunch rather than inside the kill zone. Probably the best shit I've ever seen. So underrated. I'm not that good at it. I still have a long way to go, but I am pretty good. If I'm trading like this, oh yeah, bro. If I'm trading like this, I'm a lot better. I mean, to be fair, you're probably seeing like the best version of me. Hopefully I can stay consistent with it. These last couple of months have been really good for me. How do you enter a journal? Just click the plus sign. You're always in your lives. I barely take any L. Did you take that? No, it was a tape read. It was a tape read outside my time interval. If it was 10:50 macro, maybe, but not maybe. I mean, I hope I wouldn't hesitate if I saw this in the macro. This is what I was waiting for the whole session. How do you enter a journal and start doing? Yeah, just plus sign, brother. How many accounts do you have and how do you manage them? I take one account on TradingView and the rest on my second monitor. Very simple. No, I have not made $1 million, bro. I'll leave it because next week it's like 3 trades in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, man. The frequency has definitely went down. What would be your next entry? If we get an inversion fair value gap here, that would be like my protraction model, but it's not as high probability as the entry from up here. But hypothetically, this could be, you know, my second model. The risk reward is not as good, but I mean, let's just say in for 25%. Maybe you get to our how to risk management on a 50K account. How do I use a risk management? I would on an eval or funded. You pass your eval, nice, bro. Yeah, that's a really nice short. On eval, I would personally risk between 250 and 750. I personally risk 250 and I scale into my positions. We didn't get the inversion, so you wouldn't take this trade, by the way. It wouldn't be a loser. It has to inverse, obviously. Alpha can't stop us. I use alpha personally, but yeah. You profitable, Gatie? I mean, I would say so. I've made a lot more money than I've lost in the markets. Been pretty consistent for quite a while now. Well, you guys want to hear something crazy before I go? Does anyone here know about trading live accounts? So, for example, let me tell you guys something. If you want to trade with Trade-O-Vate on a live account, you only need $100 per micro, right? I can't use Trade-O-Vate because I live in Toronto. I can't use Trade-O-Vate. The firm I'm using is Interactive Brokers. Do you know how much margin you need to take one micro contract? You need like $2,500 in your account to trade one micro. Like what? Bro, how was Trade-O-Vate only $100 and Interactive Brokers is $2,500? How was it a lot of people using AMP? Bro, I signed up with AMP, and honestly, I might have to go back. Bro, their platform is so butt cheeks, bro. It's honestly so butt cheeks in my opinion. I don't know if it's because I'm in Toronto again and it's like harder to like, bro, they would take like a week to respond. It's so hard to put money. I literally had to go to the bank twice. I just had so many complications depositing money into the account. So I just said, fuck it. I'm going to IBKR. Went to IBKR and here I come find out I need $2,500 of margin for every micro. Bro, how am I supposed to scale up the account? Gotta deposit like 10K and then I trade what, like 2 micros? That's like so ass. Are you in Albania? No, I'm in Toronto. I think we can make a higher high there. This would liquidate the bottom side for high time frame is bullish. I personally wouldn't look for that today, but the higher time frame is bullish. I don't disagree with you on that. I have account at BKR, 10,000 and one micro NASDAQ. Yeah, bro. Exactly. You can only trade a couple. The margin requirements are just crazy. Got some advice on how to not trade all day, every little leg. You just need really clear criteria, Stormy. That's all. Really clear criteria, and you need a bias. Like me personally, you know why trading today was so easy? Because I told myself I'm not gonna look for longs. I don't want to look for longs because we're so far in premium. So I said I'm gonna wait, take shorts only. Did I take a long here? No. Did I say it can play out? Yeah. I said, listen, if you're bullish, this could play out, but I'm not going to take it. And if I miss it, I'm not going to cry about it. You have to be okay not trading, right? I told myself longs are not high probability. I have a very obvious drawn liquidity for shorts. All the sell side has not been engaged. We're in deep premium. I'd rather sit here and wait for a high probability short. So once I get that, I'm already eliminating like all these potential long trades, right? Second criteria is I know exactly what my model is, right? I know exactly what my model is. So I just have to sit here and wait. My model formed twice. It formed right here, which is outside my trading window, so I didn't execute, and it formed right here. I took it when it formed, and I ended up going break even. And my model did not form since. That's it. Very simple. You just need to know what you're looking for, and you need very clear criteria on your model. If you don't have your model written out with a checklist of exactly what needs to happen for you to buy or sell, it's going to be really hard to be consistent. You can be, but in my opinion, it's going to be really hard to be consistent. Trading window is dumb. I mean, I would disagree, but to each their own, right? It's all about knowing when it's all about probabilities, bro. And I know my model has a higher probability chance of playing out if I execute it at a certain time, right? After that 1050 macro, the probabilities decrease, right? Now on an NFP day, it really doesn't decrease, which I even said that earlier, and then I kind of just negated it. I said I should extend my trading window today, because it's typical non-farm payroll. If this happens, you usually do get a nice move in lunch. But besides that, like one exception, it makes sense, right? If my model's higher probability in the morning, in the macros, 10:30, 10:50, 9:30, 10, whatever, why would I execute it outside that window? It's higher probability, right? I caught it with trail stop because price was dumping fast and got stopped for way less than I wanted. I caught it with trail stop. That's okay, bro. Was about to fall asleep again to wake up at 9 a.m. again, but saw the shorts vision. I saw the shorts vision too, bro. Saw the shorts vision too. Well, boys, I appreciate everyone coming through. If you guys want to join the giveaway, let me know. Use my code. If you use my code, let me know. I will enter you in the giveaway for this setup: PC, chair, monitor. Just message me on Discord if you do. I appreciate you guys coming through. I will let you guys know in the Discord what exact model I will take if it forms in the PM session. It's not a signal. Please don't copy me. If you are going to copy, please don't message me after you lose. I'm not going to say like, yeah, you're probably going to win, because I'm going to be honest. The model has a pretty good hit rate, right? But you're going to tape read? No, I'm going to try to execute a 1 hour trade in the PM session. So I'll do exactly what I did last time. I'm going to say what exactly I'm going to look for and what I'm going to aim for. I'm not going to post a signal. I don't post signals, but I will I'll tell you guys, I'm going to look for this at this time and whatever, just like last time. Because I want the transparency to be there, right? So, and then if I lose, I'll tell you guys too, right? If I lose. And I told you guys last time, like we didn't lose. I didn't lose, but if you guys look closely, there's another execution here because I went break even. So I had to take this model twice. First one was break even, second one was a win. Exact same model. Look, I don't know where I went long. I got stopped out here, break even. I went long again, and then I hit TP. So, I even said it here: 1 win, 1 break even. So I'll let you guys know in the PM session. Same thing if you're in the free Discord. But appreciate you guys coming through. I'll see you guys live on Monday, 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. And hey, man, let's have another good week next week. Second week of June. Should be good. Should be good. Appreciate you guys. This is NASDAQ.